Y'all, I am so confused as to why nobody paying attention to Raz V and what's his name, Quentin Tarver, because they are posting some disturbing videos, and it's like nobody care because they men. But in the same time, in the same breath, if it was a girl group and somebody was making accusations like this, somebody would pay attention. Because I feel like in a lot of black families, you get that aspect where people make jokes about it now that you have a nasty uncle. But y'all, watch this clip.
I didn't deserve it. I had went through something tremendous, something that kind of took my life from me, took my energy from me, and that was to experience a rape as a child.
Hey, guys, let's get into this Quentin Tarver story. Surviving Chris Stokes and Marquez Houston. In the mid-2000s, a disturbing video was posted online featuring former teen singers Raz B of B2K and Quentin Tarver, speaking in graphic, explicit detail about being raped as 13-year-olds by actor-singer Marquez Houston and manager Chris Stokes.
How do you know about that? Because you were younger than me.
Huh?
How do you know about that? I said, how do you know about that? You were younger than me, so how do you know about that?
Quentin, I'm trying to tell you, I walked through the same thing that you walked through. That first time that Marcus ever put his dick in my booty was in that room too.
So Marcus fucked you too?
Yeah.
Houston was the former leader singer of 1992 preteen group Immature, who became known as IMX when they came of age. Music producer and manager Chris Stokes was in his mid.
The fact that Chris Stokes had me and Jarrell Houston in a room sucking each other.
Now, there's been a lot of back and forth for years. Raspy word against Chris Stokes' word. Raspy had released some tapes years after B2K broke up, and on the tapes, he was confessing about the abuse he allegedly endured. After the tapes made its rounds, Raspy was pressed by alleged group members, which he had to recant his statement and say he made everything up. Then, years later, Raspy built up the courage to come forward once again and say, hey, I wasn't lying, I was telling the truth. However, I was scared for my life. Raspy was ready to tell his story years ago with popular blogger Jason Lee, but Chris Stokes and Marcus Houston immediately blocked that interview, which triggered Raspy because he felt like once again he was being silenced.
I'm getting a bunch of calls from my loved ones, people that support me, and they're like, take this down, deal with this privately. But I say, yo, they've ruined me publicly.
I used to have to fuck Chris all the time.
Stokes then dropped the child star from his music production company TUG and lied to the major label with whom he had a subsidiary deal, telling them Tarver could no longer sing and was messing up his lines. And just like that, his career was over. Tarver, who had a hit single entitled On My Mind, a debut album, was featured in Madonna's Like a Prayer video and performed the lead tracks to the multi-million grossing Hollywood film Romeo and Juliet, which starred Leonardo DiCaprio.
My career came to an end because I started telling the truth on that ass. And not your ass, his ass. Chris Stokes. To be with someone in the music industry, Marcus, and no, that was not something that I did willingly, and it was not consensual. Like I said, my mom didn't know anything was going on. Mom would leave me with this person that we thought we could trust. I didn't even tell my mother until Raz B came out with his story.
Do you know if Chris Stokes is gay?
I mean...
Raspy brother Ricky also made claims against Chris Stokes, and R&B singer Quentin Tarver did as well.
Do that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. From my heart, what I'm trying to tell you is that ain't me. That was up years ago. I don't do that no more. I go sit like, I just don't do that in my life no more. That's what I'm saying. I'm a whole, you haven't been in my life. You were in my life before, Ricky. If you was around me now, you go, what? That's not my cousin.
He molested motherfucking my brother, and he molested me, nigga. Chris made me take showers with the other boys. We had to go to Capitol Records and shit. So, you know, it's like all that little shit that my brother was introduced to, that shit was brought to me first.
Now, let's talk about Quentin Tarver. Quentin Tarver was an R&B singer who was also signed under Chris Stokes' label. Quentin alleged that Chris Stokes used to him and Marcus Houston to do sexual things to each other while Chris Stokes watched. Quentin